A piece headline just moved the market. The Dow Jones Industrial Average jumped 0.3% right at the opening bell after the United States and Iran reached what officials called some sort of an arrangement toward a peace deal. But the rest of the tape did not follow, and that split is the real story. The headline hit the tape just before the open. Washington and Tehran reached some sort of an arrangement on a peace deal, and the buying pressure showed up immediately in the blue chips. It was a direct link, one geopolitical headline, one index higher at the bell. One headline, one index, that is a rotation tell. Zoom out to the 10-day board. At the time this video was made, the Dow fund is up 1.58% over 10 days. The S&P 500 fund shows 2.06, and the Nasdaq fund leads with 3.28. The Dow has actually been the laggard, which is why this catch-up move matters. The mechanism is rotation. Capital is moving into industrials while the broader indexes trade mixed. Blue chip names are catching the early buying pressure, and the single stock earnings drama is playing out somewhere else entirely. Rotation into blue chips, not a broad rally. Now the other side of the tape. Rocket Lab landed as a major earnings loser, hit with a sharp post-earnings sell-off. Here is the disconnect. Even after that drop, the stock still holds a 17.61% gain over the past 10 days. Short-term pain, sitting on top of a 2-week run. Under the surface, sentiment is split. The Fear and Greed Index sits at 68, a strong bullish lean, firmly in greed territory. But retail tells a different story. WallStreetBets sentiment is sitting at 0.03, muted despite 2,748 recent mentions. Heavy chatter, almost no conviction. Put it together and the pattern is clear. This is a market rewarding macro geopolitical news and punishing specific corporate missteps. The blue chip index is capturing the bulk of the early buying, while the earnings landmines get diffused one stock at a time. So here is the question that matters. Does the rest of the market follow the Dow higher, or does the Dow slide back into the mixed tape? Here is what confirms the trend. The Dow's 0.3% opening gain held through the early tape. The 10-day trend stays positive, 2.06% on the S&P 500 fund, and 68 on Fear and Greed says the broader uptrend remains intact. What to watch next? 1. Follow through on the Iran arrangement because any fresh headline swings sentiment again. 2. The divergence between the Dow and the Nasdaq. Does it close or does it widen? And 3. Earnings volatility. Names like Rocket Lab can reverse short-term gains fast, so manage risk around every report. At the time this video was made, 68 is the mood. Hold greed and the uptrend keeps its cushion. Lose it and the divergence turns into something else. Sessions like this are exactly why a plan matters. At startwiththa.com, you get daily market briefings, real trade setups, and the levels that matter before the crowd sees them. Start your journey at startwiththa.com. The link is below. That's the briefing. Subscribe for daily market analysis from the Traders Agency team. This is education, not financial advice. Trade smart.